My general disposition on the Big Ten for clarity.
All
right, here we go.
You know what, Mike? Here's the deal.
Yes.
I was doing the power rankings, and when I realized that even after the loss to Washington, Michigan State was still 8th on my power rankings.
Oh, no.
We said we got to move on. David, I give you the top 10.
Wait, so Rico's finally
if
come
you
to my
know,
side on this.
14 Northwestern, 13 Indiana, 12 Nebraska, 11 Illinois, 10 Purdue, 9 Rutgers, 8 MSU, 7 Minnesota, Wisconsin, Maryland, Iowa, OSU, U of M, Penn State.
I still would put MSU probably 12th based on.
I wanted to.
Oh.
And I couldn't because it is so far. Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
So this is America's top 10.
America's top 10, at least according to me. At number 10, want to take a guess?
No, I just prefer to hear it.
Bo Nix, the Oregon Ducks. Oregon coming off of a 55-10 victory over Hawaii. They got Coach Prime in Colorado this weekend. At 9,
well,
go ahead.
No, we're not going to tell people why. What are you just reading? Is that the segment? We're just going to do a cue card?
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Over to Phil. Back to Raquel.
Go ahead.
At least we know Oregon has gone on the road. Difficult place to play down at Texas Tech and got to win. Mm-hmm. This week, here's the deal. You want to show me you're legit. You launch Dion into the sun, preferably by north of 21 points.
Quack, quack.
You're at home. End this charade, please.
At number 9, and this team has a chance to rise a lot higher next week because they're traveling to Notre Dame, the Ohio State.
See, I like this. I like that you're willing to rank teams and not just go along with the whole think tank. Mm-hmm. OSU has not looked like a top 5 team. Mm-mm. So therefore, I think it's totally legitimate to put them 9. Major question at quarterback. I still question. We talk in Detroit about Dan Campbell's decision-making. When are we going to talk about Ryan Day's? I mean, the statistics on Ryan Day in 3rd and short, 4th and short, the play calls, lack of success. He's got a weird obsession about wanting to run the ball, and it's like, Ryan, then you have to recruit a team that does that.
Right.
I am with you. They would be in my top 10, but barely. Mainly because really there aren't that many good teams in America.
At number 8, the team that they're playing, Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. They just had the 41-17 victory over Central Michigan.
They remind me a lot of Michigan. Physical. They're going to line up and smash. And all summer you read about it. Marcus Freeman was getting this team to build an edge. And when they play, look, they went on the road to NC State. I'm not telling you NC State's a world beater.
Right.
But I've seen them go on the road, sold out crowd, and they gutted that team in crunch time. Notre Dame now has OSU coming to town. And to me, Notre Dame is the best facsimile of U of M in America. So how that game goes, I think gives us a window into how OSU Michigan's going to go. And if OSU wilts, can't hold their water, Michigan will roll them again.
Funny you mentioned Michigan, Mike, because at 7, the University of Michigan. You played 3 non-conference games.
And you looked like ass in all of them.
Yeah.
Sorry. Plus, are we allowed to have a conversation about J.J. McCarthy? How do you throw 3 picks against Bowling Green? Look, we know you're good. You might be great. But when you don't play anyone and then you don't look good playing them, this is how the poll should go, David. This is how it should be in real life.
No, I agree with your placement because we've shown a little bit or shown to be a little bit better than Ohio State right now and Notre Dame, but we're not better to be in the top 5. Right. Haven't shown that.
So, yeah, I have them at 7. I know your ticket texts are about to blow up.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you're not saying they're bad.
No.
And I think Michigan has the highest upside on the list. If Michigan wins all their games, they'll end up in the playoff. They'll end up Big Ten champions. And it won't matter what they were ranked on September 19th.
See, I think a lot of that depends on what Ohio State does because there's going to be a lot of teams, Mike, vying for those 4 chairs.
I was only going to be upset if you put Alabama ahead of Michigan.
No.
Then I would have laughed in your face. Go ahead.
Spoiler alert, Alabama's not in the top 10.
Don't deserve to be.
At number 6 is Penn State. Penn State just beat Illinois 30-13. They did beat West Virginia, a Power 5 school, though it was at home. I think I look at that victory as more impressive than what Michigan has gone through. So right now, I have Penn State a little bit higher than Michigan.
Need more from Drew Aller. The defense is real. That's one of the 5 best defenses in America, but I need more from Aller. And again, got away with several turnover-worthy throws at Illinois. They could rise, but again, the quarterback is what concerns me.
At number 5, probably, a team that most people finally saw for the first time this year, if you watched the game in East Lansing, the University of Washington, led by Michael Penix, who I think is going to win the Heisman Trophy.
It's really an unstoppable offense. Kalen DeBoer, the scheme, an NFL QB, first-round pick QB, 3 NFL receivers. My fear, I got to see that defense against someone real. Boise State's offense was a train wreck with a new OC. MSU was a train wreck. But I'm fine with it because the Pac-12 is loaded. I can't believe I'm saying it. They're loaded.
At number 4, the University of Georgia. Georgia.
Look at Kenny's look on his face. Hey, don't be losing at halftime to South Carolina.
It's laughable.
Why is it laughable?
First of all, if they would have made some kicks, maybe that game would have looked a little
bit.
Ifs
Ifs and buts, candy and nuts.
If I would have had 6 numbers in the Powerball, I wouldn't be here right now.
Bored, just like they were bored last year.
Don't do that.
God, that's such
What do you
such
want?
a lazy take,
Kenny.
man.
It's not lazy. It's the truth.
Hold on. So you expect
you guys
Rico,
have been saying that for weeks. Don't call me lazy.
Hold on. So Rico's supposed to rank your team with a boredom quotient?
Yes, absolutely. When you win back-to-back titles.
All right. Well, then you know what? Call the Feinbaum show. You talk to Dale in Huntsville.
Bored. Most of these kids were not playing when they were winning back-to-back national championships. How they're bored.
Kenny, they don't look like the number 1 team in the nation. Plain and simple. They came back. They beat a conference team, an SEC team in South Carolina, so I give them credit for that. That's the only reason why they're ranked higher than Washington is because they played a better team than Washington
Number 3.
And number 3 is USC coming off their bye week last week, led by Caleb Williams. I think them and Washington, in my opinion, are on a collision course. I can't wait for that game to happen.
I think USC's the first mistake you've made, but I'll let it go.
Too high?
Their defense is ass.
Yeah, but Mike, they're like
ass.
I said,
Ass.
All right. At number 2, even though they just played a close game against Boston College, I have the Florida State Seminoles.
Ultimate look-ahead spot. They had Clemson on the road, and it was hurricane force winds. It was wild. Now, there's still no excuse to be in that type of spot against BC, the Fighting Halfleys. But it's going to happen to everybody. It happened to Georgia at Mizzou last year. It happens. I give them a one-time freebie because unlike Georgia, they've actually played somebody.
And that's just it. And at number 1, Texas is back. The University of Texas, fresh off of their win, over Wyoming, 31-10. They look like the best team as of right now.
And the biggest thing, they win up front. It's the best O-line, D-line combo Texas has had in a decade. Weapons outside. Kenny knows about A.D. Mitchell. Xavier Worthy might be the best receiver in the country. Ewers looks legit. It's a team. It's built right. Can they not go full Texas? We'll find out. But yeah, to me, you went to Tuscaloosa and de-pants Saban.
So where should USC? What would you have had?
I would have flipped them in Washington. I would have just made Washington. But again, minor quibble. Gotcha. You need to talk to your boy over there.
Well, I knew he was going to be upset. At least David took it like a man. I knew Kenny would be pouting and crying.
Okay,
You're
fair.
number 1 too, Kenny.
Wow.
That
was excellent. That's what a power rank's supposed to be. Not ranking the dirty diapers in the Big Ten.
97-1.